Hi there. I'm back and I'm going to do the Cancer reading today, as promised. I just came back, did some private readings today, and I went out this afternoon. Beautiful outside. So beautiful. So many magical, godlike moments today. From, I don't know if you hear it, but from the violin playing by this beautiful black gentleman across the park, to everybody sitting in the park on the dirty city grass, picnic style, to the happy puppies and animals and pets outside enjoying the fresh air, to the people sitting outside, outdoor seating restaurants, to the silence in my space. It's just a beautiful day. So I want to also mention, before I begin the reading, that I am cooking. So I might get up once or twice to shut off my steamed broccoli so it doesn't burn. Just heads up, okay? So got one last deck of channel. This is what I'm doing. Channel messages. Okay. There we go. Actually, I think I'm gonna shut off I'm steaming veggies. I'm making dinner. You know me, multitasking. I think I'm gonna shut them off before I start this reading. I don't want the bottom of my pot to turn charcoal burn. Oh my God, I think I'd have a heart attack. And I don't want my veggies to burn either. So, let's see. I'll be right back and we'll start your reading, guys. Okay, so excuse me, get comfy. Sorry. Sorry guys, didn't mean to put my butt in your face. Sorry. Okay, anyway, let's get started. So welcome to Walking You Tarot. This is Amma, and I'm going to be doing a Cancer reading for March 27th. Can you believe it's almost the end of March? I'm going to clear out the energy of your deck, and then we're going to get some messages. I'm feeling as though Spirit is calling you tremendously for two different reasons. Before I start pulling up the cards, I'll clear them out. But I feel like Spirit is tugging on your heartstrings, and I feel like for two different things. One of them being about a person who's thinking about you, someone from the past. I feel like they're sad without you, and I feel like they're realizing how lonely they are without you. That's one. And I feel like they miss you, but they don't know how to tell you. The second thing I'm feeling is that I feel as though I was getting from God's channeled message is that God is trying to pull you in a whole different direction as far as career. So this may be for Cancer who's kind of stuck or lost, but I feel like God is trying to pull you into a whole different direction as far as career is concerned. Okay. I don't know if you guys can hear the violin. they're playing violin in the park. It's really amazing. And I'm a huge fan, a huge opera fan, and symphony, orchestra, and all that good stuff. So I'm enjoying it. But anyway, I feel like, again, Spirit is trying to pull you in a totally different, oh my gosh, look at my throat. Totally different direction regarding what you do for a living. Now, I feel as though tonight it's going to be pretty powerful as far as the energy is concerned. I'm feeling the energy in the air. So you need to pay attention. You might want to meditate for 20 minutes, just in a calm space. Breathe in, breathe out. Just sit and listen. You might surprise yourself and get some pretty nice answers, some pretty sweet answers tonight. Okay. Let's see what's going on with your Cancer. I'm going to pull your messages. Spirit, what do we have for Cancer today? Let me sit like a baby. Spirit, what do we have for Cancer today? Let's do 2 more shuffles. One more shuffle. Bottom of the deck, Cancer, is the Ace of Swords. Yeah, you're confused. Somebody's confused about something. That's for sure. Somebody's confused about something. Okay. Spirit, give me some messages for Cancer's reading for tomorrow, March 27th. Give me some answers or messages. Yes. Well, it's like you don't want to talk. Or it's like, not that actually, scratch that. I feel like you don't want to listen to God. I feel like you don't want to listen to the universe. I feel like you don't want to listen to God. Yeah. Let me look at your reading here. And I think that is valid. Hold on. I've got to let you guys hear this. Hold on a second. Hold on. This is pretty incredible. Maybe you might hear it, maybe you might not. But let's turn it down. I thought that you guys would hear the violin, but it's too faint. Spirit is saying that Cancer, you're avoiding a breakthrough. I'm hearing you're avoiding a breakthrough. And I feel like I'm talking to someone who is experiencing some sadness. And They're just not content or fulfilled. I'm also feeling like there's a lot of internal conflict about many areas of your life. I'm hearing wit's end. So you might feel like you're at your wit's end. That's probably what the lack of clarity is all about. Here we have the Tower card. See, the thing about it is, I'm seeing, is that Spirit wants to deliver a breakthrough to you, but you're trying not to. It's like it's almost like everything falling apart type of thing. It's like, and I'm not saying that you're in a marriage, but I'm just giving an example. Like let's just give an example from a movie. When the husband, he's no longer interested in the wife, and he's just like not clinging on anymore. He wants to get out of the marriage, and he's emotionally unavailable. He's not like there anymore. He might not physically be around as much anymore, and the wife is trying to hang on and keep them together and do what she and does what she can, does what she can, but does what she can. No, that's wrong. Does what, you know what I'm trying to say. She does what she can do. She does what she can. I don't know why it doesn't sound right. But anyway. And instead of like just going with the flow, this is like an example, like I said, instead of just going with the flow, no matter how badly it hurts her, instead of saying, I've got to let go and I've got to divorce this, she hangs on for dear life, and a Tower moment comes in where he erupts at her, he yells at her, he tells her, I have somebody else, I can't do this anymore, I hate you. It's like this huge Tower moment that has to happen in order for her to release him, and in order for her to release herself from all this misery. Again, this is just a hypothetical example. I'm not saying you're in a loveless marriage and you need to divorce your partner. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that there is something that you're clinging on to. And I feel like it's the familiarity of your life, the familiarity. You know what I'm trying to say? Oh my God. Of your life. It's like staying with someone that like you were high school sweethearts, or you were with them for a year or two, and like you've been through it thick and thin, and instead of leaving this loveless relationship, you stay there because you're familiar with it. It's like sitting on a sofa for the last 15 years and not buying a new one because you've just grown used to it. That's what I'm saying. So it could be anything from like a 9-to-5 job that you hate. It could be not having a job and giving up and settling into your life of poverty and, always being broke, or, not having enough, or whatever it is. There's something in your life that's just not enough, and it's familiar to you. And Spirit's like, we want to break you out of this. And we are like triple daring you we're triple daring you to trust us by allowing us to work on you as you totally surrender to us. Now, surrender is so easy to say because we say we say all the time, surrender to the Lord, surrender to God, surrender to the Lord, surrender to God. But it's not as easy as pie, and it's not as simple as it sounds. Surrendering to God, I'll give you an example. It's like when you've got like $5 in your bank account and you're like, what the hell am I going to eat for the next month? Well, you trust that by putting in the effort some way, somehow, that somehow there's going to be more food on your plate and you won't have to worry. You know, it's not going to come from the sky. Of course, you have to put effort towards it. Just like you have to put effort towards a new beginning and get out of these accustomed ways that you've been stuck in and like been blending yourself in. You know, a blender is something that mixes ingredients or different elements, and it just constantly goes round and round and round until it becomes liquefied and is no more solid. It's a change of form. It's a change of form. And sometimes we have to go round and round, but sooner or later you've got to stop blending, right? You have to stop blending because it's change. There's change on the horizon. It's changed its format. It's no longer solid. It's a liquid for the most part. But as it's changed, when you get to the process, when you get to processing things, you have to stop blending. You can't just, you know, sit around doing the same old, standing at the blender, just letting it blend. You've got to stop it at some point and it'll be like, wow, this format is changing. This process is coming to a close. I can no longer Netflix on my couch and be broke with $5 in my pocket. I can no longer stay in a loveless relationship where this person doesn't love me as much as I love them. I can no longer stay in this job that makes me absolutely miserable. You've got to stop the process at some point because its state has changed. Its format has changed. And change is consistently happening. Caterpillars change into butterflies. We change our height as we get older. We get taller. When we reach a certain age, we get shorter. Our growth begins to stop. There's constant change happening consistently. From something superficial as change of your hair color to change to your emotions and the way you feel. Everything is consistently changing. So Spirit's asking you to change. Get out of what you feel comfortable with. I believe I have a personal motto that when you're comfortable, it's time to get out of that. For my own personal motto, I'm like, when it's comfortable, when I'm too comfortable, something's wrong. I need to change that and get back to work. For me, I enjoy working. That's like the New Yorker me. I can't stand sitting around the sofa. I'm like, I gotta go do something, even if it's a walk. So, you know, the whole change is embedded in us as humans, and it's time to change what's not working for you, which is worse. You don't want to stay in an environment and an energy in a relationship, whatever it is, for too long that isn't working. Because like I said, Spirit's going to bring you a tower moment and you can't pretend like it's not there. You can't pretend like Spirit's not asking you to change. And that's what this tower card in the reverse is all about. Because on top of it is your energy. On top of it is your energy. Came out like this, Cancer. Came out like this. Now, you could be heartbroken. I'm feeling like there's some aspects of your life you feel like a failure. I heard failure. And I feel like that's what's going on here, this whole 10 of Swords. Most readers would be like, yeah, you probably feel betrayed, whatever. No, I don't think so. I think you feel like you've betrayed yourself. If we were to use the B word, I feel like you feel as though you've betrayed yourself. And I feel like there's some aspects in your life where you feel like you failed and you failed yourself. There's always hope. There's always room for climbing up. Beep, beep. Knight of Cups in the reverse, Cancer. You're not happy. You're not happy, and that has to change. And it can. Let's get some angel cards, okay? Let's see what messages they want to bring your way. Okay. Let's see what time it is. Okay. Spirit, give me some angel tarot cards for Cancer. Give me some angel tarot cards for Cancer. Oh, I just heard someone crying. Oh boy. Okay. Let it out. That's the first stage of the process. Connecting with your emotions. Let it out. If you have to cry, go do it. And you know what's perfect for the human emotion? You either love it or you hate it. No angel messages. Is violent music. Go Google. I feel like this needs to be told to somebody. Go Google something simple as romantic violin music and start stirring up your emotions again, because they need to be stirred up so you can let go the grief. Let it go and start removing all this yourself and changing the position of this instead of having it in a reverse, and gain some ground and some clarity about who you are and what you want, and turning this the other way around to contentment, happiness. Even though if it's a 9 of Cups, that you don't need another cup to fulfill you right now. Spirit, any channel messages? All you need first for now is your contentment with who you are and what you're doing in this life. Spirit, any channel messages for Cancer? Any channel messages for Cancer? Two more shuffles. I feel like this is your reading. I feel like this is your reading, Cancer. Let's see what else wants to come out, though. We'll look at 3 more decks of channel messages. Spirit. They are doing them. Absolutely. So your person is probably focusing on themselves, trying to get ahead. Are you doing you? It's important to. 2 more messages. 2 more shuffles. You need to meditate. Absolutely, that couldn't hurt. That could not hurt at all. Let's look at 1 more deck. We'll take a big one. Spirit, any more messages? I'm hearing clean heart, clean mind is a sober mind. Clean heart, clean mind, sober mind. Vegas wedding chapel. Whoa, Cancer. Who are you marrying? Here we go again with the whole marriage thing. You guys always bring that energy into the readings, huh? Spirit, any more messages for Cancer? Face-up card, Spirit. 3 more shuffles. Any more messages for Cancer? 2 more shuffles. Any more messages for Cancer? 1 more shuffle. Any more messages for Cancer? Someone might be pregnant. I feel like this is you, Cancer. Just my gut feeling. I feel like this is you later on. If you get your stuff together, I feel like this is you later on. We'll do 1 last deck over here before we close out. We'll get some oracle messages and then we'll close out. Are there any more messages or advice for Cancer? Any messages? Any messages or advice for Cancer, Spirit? Yeah, I feel like violin music would be really good for you. Just like what I'm hearing in the background now. I feel like violin music, playing that would be able to connect to your human heart. Whether you listen to it or not, it's good for everyone. 4 p.m. 4 p.m. 2 more shuffles. 1 more. Okay. Let's get some messages from my new Con Club deck. This is my new deck that I got yesterday. Very excited. Let's see what messages want to come here. Spirit. The ivy and the sunrise. Okay, we've got the ivy and the sunrise here. That fell on near the You Need to Meditate and Vegas Wedding Chapel. Okay. It's interesting to me because, oh, actually, no, that's PM. I feel like the ivy represents the sabotage that you've engrossed yourself in as far as your life is concerned. Sunrise is all about awakening. It totally is. That's when a new day begins and the day before it ends. Ivy, don't sabotage yourself, Cancer. Get up, do you, keep it moving, get grounded, start new. If you don't know what you want to do in this life, start investigating some options, some ideas. I think that will be a great way for you to initiate some sort of newness. Because unless you don't get off the couch, Spirit's going to turn this tower upside down. And you don't want that to happen, Cancer. Okay? Especially since you're trying to lock it down. Especially since you're trying to avoid a tower. Trying to lock it down. Who's going to win, Cancer? You or God? I'm going to leave this message here, Cancer. I hope that you're able to progress and take this message into consideration, okay? You have a heap load of messages, believe it or not, even though this is a very short reading. But I feel like also Spirit wants to prepare you for love. And your person, whomever left you, is doing them. Now, you have no choice but to do you and focus on you. Get up and start doing something different. Leave the job, excuse me, that you don't want to do anymore. Find a new passion. This is the perfect time to find your passion. We have plenty of time to do it with COVID on the horizon, you know, when people still out of work and unemployed, if that is your situation. But other than that, get grounded and start walking towards clarity. This is your reading, Cancer. I hope you enjoyed it. Take care of you. Peace, love, and light, balance, and strength.